Hello then, welcome back. Last time we cleaned up the North Sea. We basically have most of Ireland and all the islands here. So we're gonna start cleaning up Italy, I believe, and once we get enough money, we'll probably do something with Sweden. I am tempted to start fighting with the Busies though, because of the very simple thing that Busies have a lot of dukes. And what this means in, extension means that a lot of their armies are going to be led by dukes, and these dukes are capturable. Meaning that I can, in theory, if I fight the Busies and eradicate their armies completely, get a huge amount of dukes in my prison, if I'm lucky. So I guess these guys down here are fighting, that's why I'm getting these neighbors rulerless war. But we also have the, consideration about Italy and taking the papacy, and honestly, conquering Italy does sound pretty good, to be honest. You have an interesting one, because you are a count title, and why does Denmark have... I do not have a hook on you, but I would like you to use forced partition. Because that would ensure that Denmark, splits into its appropriate land masses. Because this might be a problem. But I believe the King of Denmark is a elected title, so it shouldn't matter too much. We can change it later. But with that said again, we're going to start messing with Italy. Jerusalem is almost gone. The Abbasids have probably... Okay. The Abbasids do not have as many men as I thought they would. Which is interesting. But I could go for a conquest of a duchy. Could go for a made kingdom. Sorry, I have something lodged in my throat right now. But I think we'll go conquer duchies instead of holy warring for duchies. Because this could, pull in a lot of annoyances in the nearby areas. So we're going to conquer duchy here with the Italians. They don't have too many troops. They don't have any allies. What do we want to go for here? Tuscany? Would make things look pretty good. Romagna, Friuli. I think Tuscany is what we'll go for. Yeah, we'll take Tuscany, and at the same time we'll declare war on one of the counts, I think. Maybe more. But basically, I want to take as many of these areas that I can. And again, we're going to use prestige for this, because of the simple reason that using anything else is kind of worrisome. And apparently I don't have the count... Yeah, I need to use a made kingdom. I can only attack things on my border. Which makes sense, now I think about it. So again, that's one of my issues. Again, another thing that I miscalculated, misunderstood, messed up, if you will, from changing to tribal to feudal. Seems like they changed it a little bit, or I'm just probably... Honestly, they probably didn't change it, I'm just misremembering how things actually work and confusing myself. So, more fornicators, affairs... We have discovered Ledger, which means that I can have another piece of land. Now, I'm not going to focus on any one of these because, as you can see here, currently 202 years, but they'll go on their own. Right now, getting battlements, for instance, or burrs, basically anything that allow me to upgrade my own personal areas are going to be more important, I feel like. So, we could go bailiffs for domain, prestige cost, coinage. Development growth would be nice. Would be nice, is what I'm trying to say. We don't care for this one. It's actually a pretty nice one, but right now we don't have the money for it. So honestly, I think we'll go with burrs. It'll allow me to, I believe, increase or upgrade. It'll take 25 years, which isn't too long. I believe it will allow me to upgrade the castles, like right here. Will also allow me to construct the... Oh, I need battlements to construct this. What do I need to upgrade the castle to tier 2? We need battlements. Okay, we're doing battlements then instead of bursts. I remember we needed bursts for something. I guess that's ducal buildings then. So we're going to do battlements first. 25 years again. Man-at-Arms maintenance is also pretty good with the -5%. That will make them cheaper in the long run. But yeah, And Italy also already at war with Ferrara, or at least they're messing with each other, something like that. The army of Ancona, what are you guys planning? Is this infighting? Oh, it is. The Dukes of Ireland are duking it out. And that was not an intended pun. Apologies. Let's have you two go deal with that. You guys still need 3 months left. I think we're just gonna skip. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Skip out on 3 months. I'll survive even if I don't have all of my troops. And I'll have this stack start sieging. This stack will be in charge of fighting. And let's meet up here. Sorry, let's just have you attack them right away. They'll have a couple of days on, you know, fighting. We have a new cadet branch, the England Norwich, which is fine. I believe that just means there's more people that will, you know, fight me for house head, if you will. That's still fine. Not a big problemo. We shall siege and hopefully, you know, get our money back, because at this point it seems like a peaceful life might be a life for me. He married schooled, a fornicator, a forder, a misguided warrior. You are interesting in the people you chose. Oh, you'll give me 10, that's fine. Since you guys won't give me money, then you become stress release slash piety. You know the drill by now. Didn't have to tell you. In fact, the Countess loot guard is 10. Wait, I guess that was a regular. Yeah, regular man. I took my foe Count Pietro. We'll ransom him because money. He'll like need 3 months longer war, if you will, but it's still fine. No, sorry, he'll pay my troops for 3. The war will be longer, but he'll pay for some of my troops, is what I'm trying to say. Which actually, now that I think about it, means that I made a bad choice. Probably. Can ransom Countess Maria. Good. Let's have it. There we go, now I'm paused. Holy moly. I wish it was like you could set settings. I want my contracts to include certain things. There we go. And I believe this guy conquered something from someone right now, so doing that is perfectly fine for me. I don't know if we'll get here in time to stop the siege. Only 175, eh? We won't make it. Oh, he gave up on the siege, then we'll just do this. Siege down Orbitello. You know what, if it wasn't for the Lover's Pogs, I might take Concubine, but even though I can't anymore, I'm still like stuck in ancient times. I took my foe. Okay, maybe he actually did just... He might actually just have made my idiocy into something bearable. Let's go ahead and enforce demands on Ferrara. Have you go to Modena. Now, Ferrara is part of Romagna, who is in charge of the Duke of Benevento. I do want to do this, so we'll probably do it down the line. This will be the last piece I'll give, but since it's part of a dukedom, it's just easier to, you know, have everything in the right place, if you will. It just makes it easier in the future. But I see now also that I should have taken Genoa, just so that I could, you know, start carving up Italy with the County Casus Belli. And I should also consider killing the Italian king. We have 5% chance to begin with, because we're at war. Honestly, I inherited a temple. We'll grant said temple to a low noble, because we have no use for it. These guys are doing well in the siege. I'm thinking I should just make another like siege unit, just to make sieges quicker, less painful. Took some prisoners in that siege, the Countess and the Count. are good prisoners. My child has died again. Aina, what did you die from? From gout. You were Herculean, my boy. Were you, like, wounded as well? Yeah, you were. This was my potential heir. The good one. Did you guys make a good kid? A Herculean genius. I guess that counts as a good kid. Did not deserve this. My son has died. I'll send this army to try and dislodge them after the siege, but even that is... They'll probably finish their siege before I finish mine. Are they gonna give up again? Run away just as they're about to finish? They didn't run away. Let's see how this battle goes. They have, you know, men-at-arms, we do not. But it would seem that we have a better commander, and the dice rolls are currently on our side. Faction has enough military power, oh. Counties that do not, you know, support me. Because I forgot to keep on converting my lands. That's my own fault. Now, do I want you guys to siege? I guess. Gain some opinion of me, good. Now, how are we looking here? We should be very close to winning. 84. Yeah, sieging these two should be enough, I think. And then we can start worrying about the, you know, impending doom that is overlooking me from behind. I get any more prisoners from that? There we go. We will now enforce demands. And it seems like we have inherited some, you know, annoyances here, if you will. Catholics. We can revoke their titles, though. Because of the simple fact that they are Catholics. Albino Hunchback. I've never actually managed to make an albino hunchback, so that's interesting. Let's do this. We'll send everyone but the siege squad home. We'll send the siege squad to, you know, siege squad. So, Luca is under this guy. I want to revoke both of them. Okay, I can only do one at a time. Let's do this then. You can stay... Oh, sorry, that's his capital. Go there. He accepted. Then we revoke Siena. He accepted. Then we revoke Arezzo. The Bidaic Reformation. Magan Diobe, a prominent figure among Bidaists, has gathered every Hogon in the land together to discuss the belief and establish an official doctrine for the pagan faith. These Bidaic Hogons are encouraging cooperation and tolerance, even towards non-believers, and claim that the only way to show proper devotion is by honoring Bidu with human sacrifices. The burgeoning movement has signed not to instigate a religious head, preferring instead to let each Hogon determine what teachings are appropriate for their own temple. This sounds, except for, you know, the part about cooperation and tolerance, sounds a lot like us. So, you are in Ghana, and you have reformed your pagan faith into... Oh, you're actually a big one. Are you a kingdom or are you an empire? You're a kingdom. You almost made Mali. And here we have the actual, you know, king of Mali. Well, that's good, actually. As you see, the AI has reformed their fate. Bidaism. I do not know what that, you know, is. Human sacrifice, adaptive ancestor worship. Okay. Guess I'll have to look like into that later. Get the Guardian. I guess we can put my courtier in charge of that. Modify some contracts. Don't need to anymore. At least I don't think so. Duke Jedward here. No control. That will be fixed. Disable buildings. That will be fixed. I'm above my limit. I know. We will again. Let's see. Dukedom Tuscany. Does grant what we've taken so far to one of my non-inheriting sons. Why did I think this was a son? He has a county title. You know what? Let's just do this. Because apparently I'm clearly blind at this point. Your son and brother-in-law. I will grant you the titles of this for now, and then I will revoke this guy's title, the final one he has. I'm actually surprised like the revoking has gone as well as it has. He's probably gonna refuse. Oh, he accepted. That's good. There we are. Now, they're gonna have to deal with, you know, the Italians being, well, Italians. And I should assassinate this guy just so that I can get Genoa and basically then connect the rest. So if we were to murder you, you'd have an extremely high chance of getting murdered. Let's do it. We just need... It predicts that we will get 3 agents. And that is enough to basically kill you. And I can convince your Prince Bishop to kill you with a small bribe of 110. Don't care. Helma, you want 63. Honestly, this is fine by me. We should get some events that will make killing him a joke. That's what I want to say. So we should just do that. I should also just go conquer the Duchy here, get Venice, and make a... Oh, this is actually part of... Okay. This is a kingdom title, as you can see. So we're gonna, you know, give this to one of our people, and we're gonna make them independent. Not right now. I should probably just give it to one of my sons. Because if I give it to one of my sons, then instantly I can make the tile force petition. But that doesn't matter because it's outside of my realm. Be a big problem anyways. But I can get an alliance, which means that in theory it shouldn't be attacked by anyone except, let's say, the Busies. What I should do also is assassinate the Byzantine leader. And the reason for that is again fairly straightforward and simple. If I assassinate the this is what we need burst for the Duchy building. But if I assassinate the Byzantine leader, the new one should have access to far less troops. There should be unrest and potentially rebellion, and that should give me the perfect opportunity to invade Thessalonica. So we'll have to see there. But again, we are getting closer to, you know, the goal that I had of creating a bunch of independent kingdoms. But what we will do here is, I think, finish the job in Ireland, because I just need to do that for, you know, the sake of finishing it. And I'm using the Holy War here because I believe that no one will actually, you know, support them. But I could be wrong, and if I am, I'm gonna be sad. So let's raise local army here. And I'm wondering how many men we're gonna get here. We'll get enough to, you know, kill these 2 armies, and then these guys should have hired, you know, mercenaries by the looks of things. There we are. And honestly, I'm just gonna siege this with this little army here because we're still making money, and these guys aren't actually doing anything, so should be okay. I have learned of Countess Malmfried's... Do I need to blackmail them to get hooks? Yeah, I remember now. It's not enough just figuring out that they have a secret. I need to actually blackmail them for, as you can see, a strong hook. And later on, you can actually blackmail people for, you know, even stronger things. But I don't care. For now, it's a count tile, nothing of value. Again, counts are something I can just toss it under dukes, and with time, dukes is going to be someone I can just toss under a king. My agent Agapito approaches me with a bunch of parchments clutched in his hands. I found old architectural sketches of the king's castle. They might be a bit outdated, but look here. Looks like tunnels we can use, or I could gain hidden nooks and crannies, scheme resistance. As you can see, we have lost some success chance, and we have lost some secrecy. So, murder scheme gains progress. Have we lost an agent? We have. So in this case, I guess we can bribe this man. It's 110, but if I can, you know, conquer Italy with that man's help, it's fine. He's a bit old, which is worrisome because he might die before we finish it, which will be 110, you know, monies down the drain. which would be sad. Like, really sad, but something I can live with. And again, we are just upgrading what we have here. Should wait because I don't have much money, you know, but it is alright. So, in this case, I think I want pastoral lands and farms and fields, and then I can switch them out later. There we are. We won that war. Did we take any prisoners of value? Chiefess Teresa. Bror, brother. Get the ransom going. Celebration in London. This seems to be a little bit wrong. Agapita tells me that a local celebration in Middlesex, which is my capital, the home of King Jurgen, is struggling with money. I could ensure that it's held with local infiltrators, or I could not waste money, and we're just not going to waste money. But I assume that what it was supposed to say is their capital, not my capital. That's a bit of a awkward one. Let's enforce demands, and it belongs to Math here, so you are an Earl, and I will grant you Athlon. The child was not meant to be, she's no longer pregnant. Bit sad, but nothing that can be done with it right now. The Countess, 50. Again, it's a war I should just end because I'll probably spend more money on these raised armies, or maybe not because it's my siege division, but it's fine. We're gambling and basically being able to capture them or someone else more. Let's see here. When time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route. Again, we've done this before. We can pay a hunter to draw a map. We could explore the plains myself. I can become stressed or ill, or I could just abandon the idea. Honestly, we're just gonna explore the area ourselves because... Oh, even if I was about to say, even if I get stressed and ill, it's not too bad. We can just execute people until we no longer feel stressed. With the recent upset among the peasants of Rovigo, one of my agents has presented a unique suggestion for taking care of King Jurgen. With coin in the right pocket and agitators on every corner, we could stage an entire riot while the king is passing through the streets. Well, here's the thing though. This king is a torturer who is Herculean and, funnily enough, excommunicated. He's also very good at, you know, murder. I have a feeling he won't actually die to some old-fashioned mob rule here. But let's go at it. He'll probably end up dead, which he did. But it was still, you know, would be funny if like the perks would actually, like he breaks out of the crowd, just survives. He's dead, beat and trampled by his own subjects. Agitated peasants went wild seeing their liege riding through the streets and tore both him and several of his champions from their mounts, beating them to death. Peasants were hanged, including my agitators, which means it cannot be traced back to me. Good. Now, we'll finish this, and then we will be back in Italy next time, I think. Honestly. Which should be fine enough. We've captured an enemy combatant. Oh! Am I already dynastic? Nope. You're of House Raki. I'm gonna lose some dread here, my boy, so I'm gonna have to... Oh. I can recruit you. Okay, let's just do that then. He is one of, you know, a family member, if you will, technically, so... Let's bring him back into the fold. I'm no longer ill, which is good. And he has accepted my conditions of coming, you know, becoming mine again, if you will. What is my county of Big Fuzz? I saw that as a female name for a second, I'm confused. Development is up at 14. And again, we are going to try and keep development as high as we can within my, you know, core lands, if you will. And do I have a claim to... Nope, never mind. Do I have a claim to Bedford? Or I think I should take Buckinghamshire first. Oh, he's my ally, so can't take that one. I guess we're taking this one. County of Bedford, it would be tyranny. So I guess I'm gonna have to get priestly here to make me a claim. So I don't, you know, get tyranny. But again, -20, this late in my reign shouldn't actually be a problem. Like, I think the majority of my vassals do not care, if you will. about anything at this point. I believe this belongs to, yeah, Münster. There we are. Finally! It took me 200 years, basically, but I have taken Great Britain. I still need to, deal with Sweden. I think we had a way to deal with Sweden, and that was to, absorb his title. Wasn't it? Usurp the kingdom? Need 500 gold for that. Is it worth it, though, to usurp it? Honestly, isn't it made of like 2-3 duchies here? Okay, this is a problem. This area has like 3 duchies. But if I take Smallland, that alone should be enough to make that title Shadows next time it changes hands. So, should be fine. French Catholic. Populace. What? Excuse me? You say you are French Catholic populace, but the majority of you are clearly Italian. I guess it's because it started in France. Guess that makes sense. Like, it started in France, and that's why it's called the French Catholic populace, but clearly it's all over the place. Now, let's have a quick look here on the, religious map. Except for this new area that we conquered, Italy is mostly Asatru. Great Britain is mostly Asatru too, except for, the area we have recently conquered. This place has also started being converted good. Sweden is still old Asatru, but no biggie there. Orthodox Cabarite? Angry? Okay. Other than that, it isn't really too many, surprises, except for the Bidaic here, who reformed their fate, interestingly enough. Now, culture-wise, it's also not too much of a surprise. They actually we actually have some Scots here. But yeah, we're gonna, convert everything here. We actually still have a Norse county. Could I culture convert back to Norse through these counties and technically make the Swedish Norse again? That could be funny. But we're going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I do hope that you have enjoyed it. See you next time.